Hey, what's up, YouTube? Pastor Matt here. Hey, there is some virtue in what we might call the entry level. The entry level job, the entry level position, the entry level car that doesn't have all of the, amazing features and the nav systems and the leather warmed seats and all that. Sometimes just the basic entry level model is going to do perfectly well. And in this case this morning, we are talking about an entry level Cambridge Bible. This is the King James Bible in a red letter edition, made by Cambridge, of course, as previously stated. And this happens to be the Personal Concord Reference Edition. All right, Personal Concord Reference Edition. This is a handheld Bible. And one of the things that's going to be a little bit different about this Bible than some of the other Cambridge Bibles that maybe you see on my channel is that this one has a synthetic cover to it rather than the goat skin or the calf split. You don't split a cat, that would be morally wrong. Or the calf skin Bibles that Cambridge also very often makes. This one is a synthetic, which makes it an entry-level edition based on cost factors alone. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a look at it today. Let's consider it for what it is. It's not a premium Bible, but it is made by a premium Bible maker, which would be Cambridge, the oldest and probably the greatest Bible printer in the world, all the way back to the Geneva Bible. They've been making them that long. And so here we go. Let's split it open here in the center. And what you're going to see is that this is the Concord Reference Edition. Now, you've heard the word Concord Reference before because Cambridge actually has a couple of different models of the Concord. First of all, there's a full-size Concord, which would be around 8.5 by 5.5 inches. This one is more like a 6'4", something like that, or a 7'5". So there is a bigger Concord available, and I would actually recommend the bigger one in some ways. You get a little bit bolder, clearer font than the smaller one. That's going to trouble some people's eyes. And also, Cambridge does have a Concord wide margin edition. So actually, that's pretty cool. That's the triumvirate right there. You have the personal size, you have the regular size, and then you have the wide margin. And that's fantastic, especially if you're going to use the same Bible layout. I love that. I recommend that, actually. That's what I do with my Pit Minion and my wide margin. They have the same layout, so I love it. Everything's on the same page. You could choose the Concord and get your trio that way. Okay, but this is the one we have before us today, and as I mentioned, this is a synthetic. Notice the three-piece, actually black with a forest or Kelly green color there. Looks really nice. You get one green ribbon with it, and this particular Bible does happen to be a red letter edition. Nice concordance in the back. You can see that there. Let's see if we can look at some of the red lettering. There it is. The red lettering is decent. Now, I will say one thing about the Concord, and that is that the layout was produced in the 50s, and so it's somewhere between kind of the old school style Cambridge layouts, like say the Cameo, for instance, and the new stuff like the wide margin, the Pit Minion. I'd say that the prints, the font, is halfway between an old school and a modern digital style, which makes it actually really nice for the King James, because I personally like reading King James Bibles in some of the older font styles. To me, there's just something historic about that. That's pretty cool. You'll notice here that we have center column references, and the center column references are quite easy to read, even in this smaller edition. And the one thing I will mention about this is that it does have a paste-down liner here, so you don't get a real fancy leather or even a nice synthetic liner on the inside. You just get a nice vinyl paste down. Sometimes these will have some splitting issues right about here, but a good piece of Gorilla Tape would fix that up if you ever had any problems. I'm not saying you would, I'm just saying if you did. By the way, I also like the perimeter stitching around here. I think this makes this Bible a very attractive and handsome Bible. And of course you do get this nice clamshell style open and shut box to keep your King James with you. Now, why would you want this particular smaller personal size Concord? Well, a bunch of reasons jump out. First of all, because it's synthetic, it's going to be a little bit cheaper than the leather Bibles. And what that means to me is that it's going to be a great one to throw in your bag or to put on your car dash or in your glove compartments. Ladies, you could throw this in your purse. Sometimes a Bible is so nice, especially Cambridge Bibles, that you almost hesitate to use them. I don't think that you would feel that way with this Concord. I think you'd have a good sense that this is a Bible to be used. This would be great Bible for mission trips, take it to youth group in the evening. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this Bible. It's what it is. It's an entry-level Cambridge Bible. So you get a Bible printed by the world's oldest and most famous Bible producer, and you get an edition with a synthetic cover that is ready for real-life use and abuse. And if you're not going to use your Bibles, doggone it, why do you even have them? I'm a Bible collector myself, but I always advocate the rugged and dedicated use of all of the Bibles that I have in my collection. Love them, write in them, take them everywhere. Don't be afraid to use your Cambridges. I don't think you would be if you had this particular one. So what I'll do for you is I will put a link to this Bible in the description of this video. You can go over there to Amazon, check out today's current price. Sometimes these things go up or down. I don't know what it is. I've never even looked at the price, actually. Partners over there at Cambridge sent me this one for review purposes, so I don't even know the price, to be quite honest. But I'll put the link to Amazon in the description. You can go toggle down, check that out. Feel free to subscribe and like this channel. That would be cool with me. Also cool if you don't. Either way, love you lots. Talk to you later.